The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The superior man is modest in his speech but exceeds in his actions. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. When you see a good person, think of becoming like them. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. Study the past if you would define the future. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. The man of wisdom is never of two minds. The man of benevolence never worries. The man of courage is never afraid. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? Silence is the true friend that never betrays. To see what is right and not do it is the worst cowardice. Forget injuries, never forget kindnesses. The superior man acts before he speaks and afterward speaks according to his actions. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. It is easy to hate and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. The essence of knowledge is having it, to apply it, not having it, to confess your ignorance. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. The noble-minded are calm and steady. Little people are forever fussing and fretting. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, Wealth is something to be ashamed of. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. When prosperity comes, do not use all of it. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. It is only the wisest and the stupidest that cannot change. A man who does not think and plan long ahead will find trouble right at his door. A wise man learns more from his enemies than a fool from his friends.